Hi, my name is Dara McDonald, and I am here to how to care for an elderly adult. This may be your father, your grandfather, mother, grandmother, aunt, uncle, whatever the situation may be. There are some things that you need to know and how to do it. First thing is you need to go into the home and assess their needs. For instance, my advice to you would be try to do an overnight visit, to go for possibly at least a 24-hour period to actually get a good feel of what's going on inside the house. You go into the house, observe for yourself, for instance, items in the refrigerator, items in the cabinets. Are there things out of place? Something in the freezer that shouldn't be on, doesn't need to be in the freezer. Something in the refrigerator that actually should be in the freezer, and vice versa. Are they possibly leaving the stoves on? Are the pots and pans burned on the bottom? These are things that you can kind of observe and tell for yourself if they're possibly having problems in the kitchen. Go, go through, look at the restroom, look at their clothes. Are they being taken care of well? Are they grooming properly? Their bathroom products, are there shampoo and soap, toothpaste, toothbrush. This may sound silly, but when you're dealing with an elder adult, you don't realize things that they can do on an everyday basis all their life, they start forgetting about doing. Most elder adults do have some form type of dementia or possibly Alzheimer's. And those are serious issues that you'll need to discuss with their doctors. That's another thing. Next step, go to the doctor's appointments with your elder family member. Get involved with their medical care. Make sure that they are taking all the prescriptions that they need to be taking. Set them up with the doctor as well. Another thing in process of all this is you're probably going to need some legal advice. So you will need to consult an attorney because there are very specific items that you will need. You will need a medical power of attorney, which is basically giving you rights over their medical needs and for you to be responsible for their medical needs if a decision needs to be made, as well as a financial power of attorney. I can't stress how often this happens. You think that everything's fine with your elderly family members, and all of a sudden you realize they're financially devastated. So many of them don't understand or have lost the capability to handle their own finances. And this is one of the hardest things to approach with them because they just don't understand a lot of this. So communication skills are so important in dealing with your elderly family members and adults. You need to sit down and talk to them and explain to them that you're only there to help them, to make sure that they're getting everything that they need. When you get a hold of the financial information, go over their last 12 months bank statements. Take a look at it. Are there late payments? Are there overdraft charges on their bank account? Are they paying their bills on time? Is there money going to undisclosed areas that you're not sure about? Research the information and find out where all their finances are going. Set them up on a budget, as well as you need to set up, if you possibly can, everything online so that you will have the capability to handle all of those things for them. And the other thing I can't stress enough is when you're caring for an elderly family member, it is very, very difficult. So it's crucial that you get assistance, and not just for yourself, but for them as well. You need to find out what in your community, in your area, agencies provide. Different areas have, of course, many different levels of care. You could possibly, your elderly family member, need 2 to 3 hours of housekeeping or someone to help them just with their bathing on a daily basis. Those things are possible. And you might need a situation where they need some nursing care or physical, mental, occupational therapies. All of those things need to be arranged, and you need to get help in doing that. So there are programs that help with dealing with elderly adults and caretaking for them. Your first and primary goal is always going to be to care for yourself. I can't stress that enough as well, because caring for yourself, if you're trying to take care of their bills, their groceries, and their mental and physical health, the problems will arise where you'll need to take care of yourself first and take care of your own bills, and because all of a sudden you'll get so involved in someone else's affairs that your own may go to the wayside. So you definitely need to take a hold of your own care first, and then of course them secondly. And getting assistance not just with the state and government agencies, but go to your family members, your cousins, your brothers, your sisters, aunts and uncles that are also able to help and get assistance. Say, okay, could you possibly take this shift of staying overnight with them, or maybe just take them to the movies. Ask your cousin to say possibly take, mom and dad out to the grocery store once a week for me, and you can all arrange your schedules and so forth. The most important thing that with caring for elderly adults is to give them the care, the respect, and the love that they have given everyone in your life. Um, you have to communicate with them, and sometimes their communications are failing because of the fact that they are getting older, and that they may have some memory lapses. There's, like I said, dementia setting in, so it can be frustrating for you. Just take your time. All patience, patience, and patience. They took care of you all of your lives and took care of all of these other loved ones. Now it's your turn to all chip in and take care of your elderly family members. Thank you.